Surprisingly, Canada makes it to the list of countries people regret moving to, coming in at number 6. While Canada is known for its beautiful scenery and high quality of life, some expatriates find the immigration process challenging and the cost of living higher than expected. Ever thought about packing your bags and starting a new life abroad? Well, hold on a second. In today's video, we're uncovering the 10 countries people regret moving to in 2024. And you won't believe which country tops the list. Why do so many expats wish they had stayed home? What hidden challenges are they facing? Stick around to find out the shocking details. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing insights. Let's dive into the unexpected truths together. France takes the 10th spot on the list of countries people regret moving to. One of the main reasons for this regret is the difficulty expatriates face in integrating with locals, particularly in urban areas. Some claim that the hospitality in France is often just a facade, and Paris, in particular, does not always live up to its picturesque image. Cultural differences and a perceived lack of warmth from locals contribute to expatriate dissatisfaction. France is known for its bureaucracy, and dealing with French paperwork and administrative processes can be time-consuming and frustrating. This aspect of life in France can be particularly challenging for newcomers who are not used to such levels of bureaucracy. Navigating these processes can lead to significant stress and frustration. While French is a beautiful language, mastering it is challenging, especially if you are not already fluent. Language barriers can lead to misunderstandings and difficulties in daily life. Learning French might be more demanding than you anticipate, making everyday tasks more complicated and adding to the sense of isolation for those who are not proficient in the language. The French lifestyle is undoubtedly appealing but comes at a cost. Rent in major cities can be sky-high, and everyday expenses like groceries and dining out can strain your budget. Although the healthcare system in France is great, it can also be pricey. These financial challenges can make it difficult for expatriates to maintain the standard of living they are used to. Regarding French actual life, are you surprised? The following nation is even more shocking. Let's keep watching. Brazil. Ranking 9th on the list of countries people regret moving to is Brazil. Known for its vibrant culture and beautiful landscapes, Brazil also presents significant challenges for expatriates. Concerns about safety and high crime rates in certain urban areas are primary reasons for regret. Despite the allure of the beaches and food, personal safety becomes a significant drawback. Brazil's high crime rate can impact daily life more than one might expect. This issue is particularly pronounced in urban areas where crime rates can be quite high, leading to concerns about personal safety. Another major issue is the cost of living. Many people tend to believe that life in a Latin American country will be cheaper than in their home country. This may have been true at one time, but it is no longer the case in Brazil. Housing is particularly expensive, but other costs are also high. High taxes are partly responsible for the hike in prices. By some estimates, major cities in Brazil can be as expensive as cities like London. However, Brazil often lacks the infrastructure, safety range, and quality of products and customer support that one might find in London. This can make daily living more challenging and costly than expected. The language barrier is another significant challenge. It is almost impossible to get by in Brazil without knowing Portuguese. While most people are aware that Portuguese is the language spoken in Brazil, they may not realize how rare it is to find someone who speaks English. This can make everyday interactions and tasks difficult for those who do not speak Portuguese. For expatriates, the inability to communicate effectively can lead to frustration and a sense of isolation. Don't forget to like this video, share with your family and friends, subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. United Kingdom. At number 8 on the list of countries people regret moving to is the United Kingdom. Known for its rich history and broad culture, the UK also presents several challenges for expatriates. Complaints often include the damp, the cold weather, and a perceived lack of work-life balance, particularly in management positions. Many expatriates also mention the high cost of living and difficulties accessing healthcare. Weather is a major topic when discussing the United Kingdom. If you're used to sunny skies and warm temperatures, be prepared for a big change. The UK's weather is characterized by frequent rain and overcast skies, which can affect daily life and activities. This climate may limit outdoor pursuits and influence leisure choices. Those who thrive on outdoor activities or enjoy long periods of sunshine might find the UK's climate less appealing. The cost of living in the UK is another common complaint. Food and energy prices have risen significantly over the past year, especially gas prices, largely in response to the conflict in Ukraine. This has caused a considerable strain on the budgets of families across the UK. The rising cost of essentials can make maintaining a comfortable standard of living challenging. Finding affordable housing in the UK can also be daunting, especially in cities like London. The housing market is notoriously competitive, and property prices have increased, making it difficult for many to afford a home. As a result, many people find themselves renting for years because buying a house is simply out of reach. United States. Surprisingly, the United States lands at number 7 on the list of countries people regret moving to. Crime and racism are significant concerns for expatriates, while the US is often seen as a land of opportunity. The realities of racial tensions and high crime rates in certain areas have left some regretting their decision to move. The cost of living in certain parts of America, particularly in major cities, can be notably high. Housing, education, and daily expenses may strain financial resources, making it essential for individuals and families to carefully plan their budget before considering a move. The high cost of living can make it difficult for newcomers to maintain the standard of living they were accustomed to in their home countries. The United States is a vast country with long distances between towns and cities. Most towns are laid out in blocks, so owning a car is very useful for getting around. Public transportation is not as extensive or reliable as in some other countries, making a car almost a necessity for many people living in the US. The US does not have a national health service, so you will need to have private medical insurance. This can be a significant expense and adds to the overall cost of living. Access to healthcare can be a concern for expatriates, as the quality and availability of services can vary widely. Gun violence is another issue that expatriates may find. It is a problem in the US and makes for familiar and depressing news stories. While gun violence does not affect the daily lives of many people, it is a concern that contributes to the country's poor international reputation in this regard. Number 6. Canada. Surprisingly, Canada makes it to the list of countries people regret moving to, coming in at number 6. While Canada is known for its beautiful scenery and high quality of life, some expatriates find the immigration process challenging and the cost of living higher than expected. Additionally, the cold weather is a common complaint among those who regret their move. It's not unusual for temperatures to drop to 40 degrees in cities like Vancouver and Winnipeg during the winter months. It may come as a bigger surprise that it can also get incredibly hot during the summer months. One major adjustment for new residents is the necessity of owning a car. Public transport in Canada is not only inadequate, but also doesn't cover all areas. As a result, most Canadians drive, so you'll have to get used to it, especially if you plan to move to areas like Greater Toronto or Greater Vancouver. This can be quite a shock if you're moving from New York City or another part of the States, where public transport is the norm. Furthermore, the cost of car insurance is high, adding to the overall expense of living in Canada. The cost of living in Canada is another significant factor that contributes to regret among expatriates. Housing costs, in particular, are exorbitant not only compared to the rest of the world, but also compared to the US. There has been an increase in housing prices everywhere, but if you compare the average housing cost in the US, which is around $480,000, to the average price of a home in Canada, which has risen to nearly $850,000, you'll see just how high prices are. This steep cost can be a substantial burden for new residents. The high cost of living extends beyond housing. Everyday expenses such as groceries, utilities, and healthcare can also be higher than what expatriates are used to. These additional costs can quickly add up, making it difficult for new residents to maintain the same standard of living they had in their home country. China presents a unique set of challenges for expatriates, particularly those from Western countries. Many Westerners report feeling ignored or isolated within Chinese society, a feeling exacerbated by significant language barriers. The difficulty in communicating effectively in Mandarin or Cantonese can lead to a profound sense of isolation and frustration in daily interactions. This language gap often makes even the simplest tasks, such as shopping or asking for directions. And additionally, work-related pressures are a major concern for expatriates in China. The demanding work culture, characterized by long hours and high expectations, leaves little room for a work-life balance. Many expatriates express frustration with this aspect of life in China, finding it challenging to fit in and adjust to these rigorous standards. Cultural differences further complicate these challenges, as workplace norms and expectations in China can be very different from what expatriates are accustomed to in their home countries. Air pollution is another significant concern for expatriates in China. The country's rapid industrial growth has led to severe environmental degradation, resulting in poor air quality in many parts of the country. Smog and haze are common, and on particularly bad days, the air can become unbearable. This situation is especially problematic for individuals with respiratory illnesses or allergies, as poor air quality can make breathing difficult and exacerbate health. Expatriates with such conditions may find living in China particularly challenging. Healthcare in China also poses several challenges for expatriates. Although there are numerous medical centers and hospitals, the quality of the healthcare system varies widely. Many facilities are outdated, and some doctors may lack the training and experience of their Western counterparts. This can be a significant issue for expatriates who require specialized medical care. Furthermore, navigating the healthcare system can be difficult without a good command of the local language, adding another layer of complexity to the experience. It is essential for expatriates to have a valid health insurance plan in place before moving to China to ensure they have access to necessary healthcare services when needed. Without proper insurance, the cost and quality of care can become a major concern. Overall, while China offers many opportunities and experiences for expatriates, the challenges of isolation, work pressure, environmental issues, and healthcare concerns can make life difficult for those unprepared for the transition. Number 5. Belarus emerges as a surprising entry on the list of countries expatriates regret moving to, especially for those from the US. Many report feeling unwelcome and isolated, with cultural differences and a general disapproval of non-Belarusians contributing to their regret. One of the primary challenges expatriates face in Belarus is the harsh winter climate. While some may enjoy winter, the bitter cold in Belarus can be overwhelming. Temperatures often plummet below zero and remain bitterly cold throughout the winter months, which can be challenging for those unaccustomed to such extreme weather. Another significant hurdle is the language barrier. English is not widely spoken in Belarus, and to navigate daily life effectively, one must be proficient in Russian or Belarusian at the very least. This language barrier can make even the simplest tasks feel daunting, as communication with locals becomes a major challenge, especially outside of metropolitan areas where English proficiency is even less common. Belarus also scores low on personal rights and freedom indices. There is limited media freedom, and expressing political views can be risky. The lack of freedom of expression can be stifling for expatriates accustomed to more open societies where political discourse is encouraged and protected. Furthermore, Belarus is the only country in Europe that still applies capital punishment, which is another stark contrast to the values and norms of many expatriates from Western countries. Vietnam. While expatriates appreciate the exquisite food, they struggle with issues such as fraud, crime, and hygiene concerns. Unhygienic food preparation practices and a lack of safety standards contribute to discomfort in this otherwise attractive destination. Vietnam is undeniably stunning, but the reality of daily life includes challenges like littering and pollution that detract from its beauty. One of the biggest drawbacks expatriates complain about is the pollution in large cities. The air quality in Vietnam is poor, and even before 2020, it was common to see people wearing masks in places like Hanoi due to the polluted air. Additionally, littering is a prevalent issue, with many natural sites being used as unofficial dumping grounds. Plastic waste washing up on Vietnam's beaches further exacerbates environmental concerns. Long-term expatriates in Vietnam frequently cite corruption as a significant issue. While corruption is common in many developing countries, expatriates report experiences such as being asked for tips when crossing borders or applying for visa extensions and facing arbitrary fines for alleged infractions while driving scooters. Another challenge expatriates face in Vietnam is the language barrier. Vietnamese is the official language, and while some locals may speak basic English, communication can still be challenging for expatriates in daily interactions, especially outside major tourist areas. Cultural differences also play a role in expatriate dissatisfaction. The pace of life, societal norms, and attitudes towards foreigners can be different from what expatriates are accustomed to, leading to feelings of isolation and frustration. Mexico secures the second spot on the list of countries people regret moving to, with expatriates expressing a range of concerns primarily revolving around crime and cleanliness in certain. While Mexico is often praised for its affordable cost of living, expatriates quickly find that this benefit comes with several significant drawbacks. Theft and pickpocketing, especially in border towns and densely populated urban areas, are frequent issues that contribute to the dissatisfaction of many expatriates. These crimes create an ongoing sense of insecurity and unease, as personal safety becomes a constant concern. Upon moving to Mexico, many expatriates are surprised to encounter higher prices for essentials such as rent, food, taxes, and general goods compared to what they had anticipated based on their experiences in North America and Europe. This price disparity can be a source of significant frustration, as the initial allure of a lower cost of living is offset by unexpected expenses. The cost of renting a decent apartment in a safe neighborhood, for example, can be much higher than newcomers. Additionally, imported goods and certain amenities that expatriates might take for granted in their home countries can be expensive, adding to the overall cost of living. Moreover, Mexico is known for its high levels of police corruption, which can be particularly unsettling for newcomers. Bribes are commonplace, and encounters with corrupt officials are not uncommon. This pervasive corruption can affect many aspects of daily life, from routine traffic stops to more serious interactions with law enforcement. For expatriates accustomed to more transparent and accountable policing, adapting to this reality can be both shocking and distressing. In terms of safety, Mexico ranks low on the Global Peace Index, coming in at 137th out of 163 countries. This ranking underscores the country's significant challenges with crime and violence, making it one of the less peaceful nations in Latin America. The high incidence of violent crimes, including homicides, kidnappings, and drug-related violence, is a major concern for expatriates. Even in areas that are generally considered safer, the threat of crime can never be entirely discounted. This constant vigilance can be mentally and emotionally exhausting for expatriates and significantly impacts their quality of life. Expatriates often cite these safety concerns as a major factor influencing their regret about moving to Mexico. The need for heightened personal security measures, such as avoiding certain areas after dark, securing homes with additional locks, and being cautious about sharing personal information, can be burdensome. Furthermore, the lack of trust in local law enforcement to provide adequate protection and justice compounds these worries. In addition to crime and safety issues, cleanliness and infrastructure are other notable concerns. Many expatriates report dissatisfaction with the cleanliness of public spaces and the prevalence of littering. Inadequate waste management systems and poor maintenance of public infrastructure can detract from the overall living experience. These factors, combined with the other challenges, make it difficult for expatriates to feel fully settled and comfortable in their new environment. Number 1. Japan secures the top spot on the list of countries people regret moving to. Tokyo, in particular, draws mixed reviews from expatriates. Issues such as a lack of work-life balance, prevalent smoking in restaurants, and the use of squat toilets are frequently cited as sources of dissatisfaction. While Japan offers a unique cultural experience, some expatriates find it difficult to adapt to certain aspects of daily life. English proficiency in Japan is lower than in many other industrialized countries outside the Anglosphere. Finding someone who speaks fluent English can be uncommon, making daily interactions challenging for those not fluent in Japanese. Japanese is a complex language that takes time and dedication to learn. If you are not fluent in Japanese, day-to-day life can be frustrating due to the difficulty in communicating with locals. Adapting to Japanese culture and social norms can also be challenging for foreigners. A key aspect of Japanese life is maintaining harmony and avoiding confrontation, which often translates into excessive politeness and an emphasis on nonverbal understanding and adapting to these nuances can be difficult for expatriates. Hierarchical relationships are a crucial part of Japanese culture, particularly in professional settings. The work culture in Japan is demanding, with a significant emphasis on loyalty and dedication to the job. Work-life balance remains an elusive concept for most Japanese workers, who often work long hours and stay late out of loyalty or to avoid being seen leaving before their superiors. This intense dedication to work can take a toll on personal well-being and is a major adjustment for expatriates. Additionally, certain aspects of daily life, such as prevalent smoking in restaurants and the use of squat toilets, can be sources of discomfort for many expatriates. These differences in lifestyle can make it harder for foreigners to feel comfortable and at home in Japan. The best destinations in Japan. Japan, despite presenting various challenges as a place to live, stands out as a premier travel destination thanks to its array of captivating attractions and experiences. Tokyo, the bustling capital, is a city of contrasts where cutting-edge technology and traditional culture coexist harmoniously. Visitors flock to the iconic Shibuya Crossing, one of the busiest pedestrian intersections in the world, and can unwind at the Tranquil Meiji Shrine, nestled in a lush forested area. The city's diverse neighborhoods, from the high-end shops of Ginza to the quirky shops of Harajuku, offer endless exploration. In Kyoto, Japan's ancient capital, travelers are enchanted by the city's timeless beauty. The historic Kinkakuji, or Golden Pavilion, gleams with its gold leaf exterior reflecting on the surrounding pond, while the serene Ryoanji boasts one of the most famous rock gardens in the world. The Arashiyama Bamboo Grove provides a surreal walking experience through towering stalks of green, and the Fushimi Inari Shrine, with its thousands of red torii gates, offers a spiritual and visually stunning journey. Hiroshima, known for its tragic history, was transformed into a symbol of peace and resilience. The Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park and Museum provide a sobering yet essential experience, honoring the lives lost during the atomic bombing and promoting a message of nearby Miyajima Island, with its iconic floating torii gate of Itsukushima Shrine, offers stunning natural beauty and cultural heritage. For those seeking natural beauty, Japan's diverse landscapes do not disappoint. Mount Fuji, the country's highest peak, presents a majestic sight, attracting hikers and photographers alike. The surrounding Fuji 5 lakes offer picturesque views and outdoor activities. Shikone, renowned for its hot springs, provides a relaxing retreat with scenic views of Mount Fuji, while the ski resorts in Hokkaido offer excellent winter sports opportunities and breathtaking snowy landscapes. In the southern regions, Okinawa's subtropical climate and beautiful beaches offer a relaxing escape from the hustle and bustle of mainland Japan. Visitors can explore the vibrant coral reefs, enjoy water sports, and immerse themselves in the unique Ryukyu culture. From its vibrant cities to its serene temples, historic sites, and natural wonders, Japan offers a rich tapestry of experiences that captivate travelers from around the globe. Despite some of the challenges associated with living in Japan, its remarkable travel destinations make it an irresistible country for exploration and adventure. As we wrap up our journey through the 10 countries that people regret moving to in 2024, it's clear that relocating to a new country comes with its own set of challenges and surprises. From the bureaucratic maze of France to the unpredictable climate of Canada, each destination presents its unique set of hurdles that might not meet one's expectations. And remember, the #1 spot on our list is particularly shocking. It's a country that might surprise you with its unexpected difficulties. If this video has given you valuable insights, or if you've had your own experiences in these countries, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video informative, and share it with friends who might find it useful too. For more engaging content and updates, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring you more videos that matter. Thanks for watching.